Hey guys, it's Mr. Gibson here. I just wanted to do a quick intro video for the claim evidence reasoning introduction. This is actually going to be for both biology and chemistry, even though up here on my screen you can see this is my honors biology classroom. This assignment is identical in the chemistry one. This is just the one I happen to have open right now. So don't freak out about that. This is one of the last things we will do in our opening days, which is not really a unit. It's just some of the things that I wanted you guys to get really good at doing before we actually dove into content, so that you guys are already pros at this stuff. So today what you guys are going to learn to do is basically you're going to be able to identify what does a good CER look like and what does a bad CER look like. And hopefully you guys have a little bit of fun with this. A CER stands for claim evidence reasoning, and this is basically just a scientific explanation. So the way this works is we observe the natural world, whether it be biology, chemistry, physics, whatever, and that usually leads to a question. And the way we answer that question is with a scientific explanation, which for these classes is going to be in the form of a CER. So anytime you see the word scientific explanation, really what that's asking for is a CER. So what actually is a CER? Well, like I said, it stands for claim evidence reasoning. So your claim typically is one sentence. It's just answering the question. And you're going to see some examples of that. So whatever the question is, you would write your claim as a full sentence. It's never just a yes or a no. And to get full credit on an assignment, your claim would have to be correct. Now, if we were doing like research in a lab or out in the field, you may make a claim and find out that claim is wrong when you're collecting evidence and go back and change that claim. That's totally okay in the real world. And for this class, you would ideally, like on a test or a quiz or something, already know the answer and be able to answer that with a claim, just one complete sentence. You're not doing any explanation when you're writing a claim. It's just a statement. Okay, you don't need the word because in there or anything like that. That's safe for later. Now the E stands for evidence. Evidence is literally where you were just listing or providing a graph or data that proves your claim right, that supports your claim. Okay, you are still not explaining any of that stuff. You're just listing the evidence. Okay, and we'll have some practice doing that in class. And then your reasoning, that is where all of the explanation is. Your reasoning needs to be probably at least one paragraph, so 3 or 4 sentences. And what it does is it takes each point of your evidence and explains how that supports your claim. Okay, so maybe if you've listed your evidence, you've got 3 bullet points, you would want to have a sentence in your reasoning explaining how each of those bullet points supports your claim or proves that you have the right answer, basically. So your claim is a sentence, evidence is just raw information, no explanation yet. And then your reasoning is a paragraph explaining how your evidence supports your claim. Now, I've got good news. You are actually not going to have to write one of those for this assignment. You don't have to do that just yet. Instead, what you guys get to do today is look at other CERs and critique them and grade them, just like I'm going to grade yours in the future. So let's take a look at this assignment. Like I said, this is the same for biology and chemistry, so don't worry that it says biology up here. It'll have your correct classroom when you are looking at this if you're in chemistry. So I'll just summarize these instructions. So what I've done is I've got a PDF here, and it's a Kami PDF. We've already played around with Kami. So you're going to actually be able to type things or draw things, whatever you want to do, on this CER. Or on this document. And what this document is, if we open it up, I'm going to open the Kami, is it is just a series of CERs. Some are really good. Some are really bad. Some are in the middle. You guys get to decide what grade you think they should receive. So here's what you're going to do. For each CER, this is one right here, we have a question. It says, is climate change actually taking place? We have this person's claim. We have their evidence, and we have the reasoning. So first, what you guys will do is you're going to use a text box, and you're going to provide written feedback as if maybe you're the teacher and this is a student who's written this for you, and you want to tell them what they've done right or what they've done wrong. It doesn't have to be, anything big. It can be just one sentence even. but you're going to provide feedback. So you're going to create a text box and then write what you think here about their claim. You're going to do that for their evidence. You're going to do that for their reasoning. And also for each CER, the way you're going to grade it is the same exact way I'm going to grade yours. So it's you guys will know exactly what's going on in my head when I'm looking at your CERs because you've already graded CERs using the same rubric. So if you go back to the assignment, this would be helpful to have pulled up. This is the CER rubric. Now you guys will not be able to edit this one, I don't think. Even if it'll let you do it, you don't really want to. You're not going to turn this in. This just tells, so for the claim, evidence, reasoning, what I expect from you and what you guys should expect from the CERs that you're reading today. So to get 2 out of 2 points for the claim, this is what it has to be. To get 2 out of 2 points for the evidence, this is what it has to be. And to get 2 out of 2 points for the reasoning, this is what it has to be. So you guys are going to give them an overall score out of 6. So if they get a perfect CER, they get 2 for the claim, 2 for the evidence, 2 for the reasoning. That's 6 out of 6. And you're just going to type that on the CAMI. So let's say I want to give this one a 5 out of 6. It probably doesn't deserve that when you get it and start reading it. I would just type 5 out of 6, something like that, somewhere on the page. And also, don't forget to have a text box somewhere up here with your name typed on it so that I know whose is whose. Now, this is not the only CER. There's a series of them. Like I said, some are good, some are really bad. Some have YouTube videos. So this one won't make any sense if you don't watch this video. So you will want to type this URL in and go and watch that video on YouTube before you critique this CER. And there's another one like that down here somewhere too. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. You're going to provide feedback and give a score for all of the CERs on this page. It's called carousel feedback. It's rotating feedback. And you're going to submit this into Google Classroom for me to look at, and I'll give you a grade just based on effort for how well you've done it. Okay? There's not a right or wrong answer here. It's literally just whatever you think. All right, guys, good luck. See you later.